Judy Decker is with me, along with Mary DeLisandro Gilmore, right? Get the whole name in there. And they're with Ring of Hope. But what is Ring of Hope? Let's see. What would that be?
Well,
Boxing?
actually, you may have known it as Schenectady Youth Boxing.
Yeah.
But about
Is Vince Kittle still involved with that?
Yes, Vince is our coach.
He's
and
such a great guy.
He's
Fabulous.
wonderful. But about a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years ago, we decided to change the name to better reflect what we are doing. Because sometimes people hear boxing and they're not as interested. Mm-hmm. And what we really try to do is offer our youth, mostly from the inner city, some hope in their life, because we found that many of them don't see a future. They're already some in trouble, or and struggling. And so we changed the name to Ring of Hope at that point.
I love the name.
Thanks.
Yeah, and it's a boxing ring.
It is a full boxing program. As a matter of fact, one of our boys just won a Golden Gloves, regional Golden Gloves championship, and we're very proud of him because it is a true boxing program. But what the kids get in addition to that is a sense of community and responsibility, and just kind of a safe place to be.
Mm-hmm. And to do something.
Mary,
how did you get involved with this?
Oh, it's interesting. First of all, I'm not into sports personally, and boxing was nothing I really ever thought of, nor have I ever watched a match. But Jeff Christiana asked me to help him, and I knew he was involved with this.
And he's been involved with this a long time, along with Vince Kittle.
Yes, from the beginning, the both of them. So he asked me to help him, and I said, of course I would, because he's an amazing man.
And he asked you,
right. So, and I'm thinking, but what am I going to do with boxing, Yeah. And it turned out...
Polish those gloves.
Right. Well, I became so enamored with what they were doing and the successes that they're having with these kids.
See, that's the important thing, when you see the results.
Absolutely. Amazing successes. And I've learned a lot, too, because Jeff Christiana told me, that when he used to box, and he said something I didn't know. He said, you have a great affection for your opponent, which to me was, wow. I never knew
they
that.
Liked their opponents. Right. That's why they were hitting them.
But that's not true.
No.
That's not true. Now these kids, when I watch them, and how appreciative they are, and it's so heartwarming. They are, and again, as Judy said, it's a sense of community. It's a sense of self-worth. But it's not about. It's taking them. This is an important point. It's taking them from. Perhaps was a very dark place, or perhaps for them going to a dark place before that happens, and teaching them a discipline about, if you want to call it aggression, you could, but I don't even see it that way in the boxing. It's a disciplined sport, and they have to keep their grades up. So
so grades are involved with this as well.
Oh,
absolutely, yes.
Well, that's a nice connection.
Yeah.
We work very closely with the guidance office at Schenectady High School, and they kind of help us sort out who's appropriate for the boxing club
program.
And then they monitor the kids' progress in school, because part of our hope for them is to be successful people in the community when they're graduating from high school. According to what I read not that long ago, the graduation rate for the high school is about 58%. And the kids in the program, if they stay with us and they stay until they're a senior in high school, their graduation rate is 100%. So
you must be doing something right.
Right, and our focus is really on being a success in your whole life, not being a success in the ring. Although that's a great sport. But
and it is a sport, it's classic.
Yep.
But you have a fundraiser coming up, so
yes,
let's talk
we do.
about that.
We do.
Because if someone is interested in helping and promoting what they're doing, you might want to go to their fundraiser. So let's talk about that.
Sure. Well, we have a fundraiser coming up on May 15th, and we're going to have it this year at the Mohawk Golf Club. And Mary is our chairperson for the event.
It's a big job.
It is. And it's at 6 p.m. on a Sunday evening, and it's a night of celebration, of recognition. Some of the folks get a little award, and also of support, because we've got a lot of people who've been supporting us, and we want to celebrate with them and also encourage other people to do
Well, you
so.
bring up an interesting point when you mentioned about the working with the guidance counselors and choosing the kids that are going to be in the program and with the selection process. Where do you get your funding? And I'm sure you have to pay your coaches, and I mean, how does that all work?
Well, most of our funding comes from individuals who donate. It also comes from grants. We have a couple of the Schenectady Foundation, the Ronald McDonald House, First Niagara. There have been people who have supported us with a grant. And we also...
And then you're having a fundraiser.
And we're having
correct,
a fundraiser.
Yes. Yeah.
We
Now,
also
do
have
the kids pay to be in?
No, the kids don't pay. That's why we need funds for the gym. We do have some adults who come and use the gym as their fitness tool.
Oh, nice.
And they do contribute,
yeah.
and so that helps our bottom line
Right.
as
And
well.
where are you located?
We're right at the Crosstown Plaza.
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah.
Yep, about the middle of that plaza.
Okay.
And above the door, it just says boxing. But that's us, and if you go in, check it out. It is a wonderful,
Yeah, if I'm over there, I'm
fun
going to
gym.
pop in and take a look.
Absolutely,
Yeah, and-
absolutely.
yeah,
We'll
plenty
put
of
some
parking
gloves
over
on you. But we would love everybody to attend. We came up with the title of In Their Corner, because if you think of a boxing ring, there's always that coach and that support in the corner.
Back to your corners.
Right, in your corner. So we want everybody to be in their corner, meaning to support these kids who are, they have a lot of struggles, and it's great to have support.
Now, this is kind of an odd question. Male, female, both? What?
We have both.
Okay, see,
We do have both.
I mean, I watched
But
what, $1 Million Baby or something. Was that the one about the boxer?
We have a young woman who's involved right now who's pretty serious about boxing. She's good. But typically we have more young men.
Yeah.
And for them, boxing is acceptable to talk to your peers. I'm going to a boxing club is much more acceptable than maybe another kind of program that they would feel kind of self-conscious about.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's got peer credibility.
Yeah.
But it tends to be a little bit more
And it's
of the
probably
boys.
kind of elitist in a sense because not everybody gets into it.
True.
So
True.
it's kind of a status if you're in the program.
It is.
Yeah.
One of the new things going on, we realized that the middle school kids really need some attention too. So this past year, we have, I think it's 6 students now who are from Central Park Middle School who are
Great.
coming to us a couple of days a week. And 2 young men from Union College have volunteered to tutor them.
Oh, wonderful.
So when they come, if they have some homework and whatnot,
You got people there that can help them
helps.
with it, yeah.
So we're
And
hoping to expand
We
that.
had Al Majid on earlier talk about
did.
their reading
Yes.
program. So you have people in our community
Mm-hmm.
that are stepping up to the plate, so to speak, or stepping up to the ring maybe. even.
Maybe.
But stepping up and trying to help our youth and get them on the right track and to support their needs, I would want to say, because they have needs that we don't think about.
That's correct, yeah.
Yes.
And do the families support them as well?
Some have very supportive families, some really don't.
And that's probably a good reason they're there.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have expressed at different times how they feel that the gym is their family.
I was going to say you became
Yes.
their family.
Yeah.
And also Vince they have a great respect for him. He's an amazing coach.
He is, and he's been on the show, so I wondered if he might not join you. But thank you both for being here,
Thank
and
you.
I
Thank you.
certainly hope that you will support this wonderful program.